Yeah, hey everybody, Brian with you from TheGameCommon, and we are doing more AI-only battles in Civ 6 Gathering Storm. We're coming down to the wire here. So let's pop over to our coupe. Let's go turn 10. And yeah, we got Mali, Canada, and Sweden all competing right now for a victory. Sweden has ridiculous amount of rock bands popping out. We probably should have searched and see, well, we were the wrong person, so we wouldn't have been able to see them anyways. But if they get enough culture through the rock bands, they might be able to eke out a victory. Otherwise, Canada is positioning themselves quite well for a victory. They should be shooting off the next rocket here any second. Spaceport died. Yeah, Spaceport shot off the rocket and then just went and got itself killed. Did they just shoot that off? Did they just use a great engineer to shoot that off? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. Those should all still be Sweden bands. So that sounded like a rocket. That really sounded like a rocket. I think they might have gotten the third one out. So then all they need is exoplanet and then 50 turns. So it really comes down to, that was really good for Sweden. Yeah, that was really good for Sweden. Let's pop out and let's just keep looking at the score. We might want to do less turns here instead of 10 turns at a time. Just because, like, this is getting really down to the wire. Yeah, he did end up shooting the third one off. Okay. Remember, we don't accidentally want to win here, so, or lose for that record. Culture. 59 turns. Dude, it is down to the wire right now. Is England at war with Dido? England is currently at war with Dido. All right. We got a lot of interesting things happening. So I want to pop back to coupe. Can you please stop removing me? Let's do 4 turns. I gotta pick a tech. And by a tech, I mean a Civic. Yo, do opera and ballet. Whatever. I don't think Dido's really in this right now, so I don't really care. I just don't want to screw you over. Coupe, and we're doing 4 turns. 4 turns. In turn and switch. So if she keeps getting those rock bands done, man, I don't know. It's going to come down to Canada, really, and how quickly Canada can get the exoplanet up. Now, remember Sweden, like, it looked like it was going to take them a while, and then they just completely schooled. And if they keep getting the tourism, man, I don't know, man. This is interesting. All right, Istanbul flipped. So Ottomans at this point are pretty much dead. You should probably be flipping, I think, to Canada. I would think, actually, maybe not. You might be flipping to Dido. Yeah, you're probably flipping to Dido. Ottomans might be able to take that back, but we'll see. Canada has also got some ridiculously scary armies, so we'll keep an eye on that. Now, the thing is, we don't want to end our turn, I think, on the turn that someone wins, because then we would get the loss. So we'd rather like continue after, but, you know. There's not really so much we can do other than just keep popping in here every couple turns and just see where we're at, so... Istanbul might get taken back. I mean, the Cav maybe could take it back. I don't know. We'll see. Not having any artillery is going to be kind of a big issue. Unless Canada brings their arty down and then does some range damage, and then they could ninja it. But we'll see on that. We should also check and see how many Sweden rock bands there are. There's not that many left. They keep dying from what we can hear. Also, how's Mali doing up here? He's not at war. He's got a lot of planes. Yeah, he's got 4 foreign planes in his one airport that we saw. And it looks like he might be looking for another offensive against Hungary. That was a good rock band. Okay. Sweden's got a really good chance right now to be winning this. England's going to take Cahokia passively. They're going to end up taking it here yet again. Also, it doesn't really look like this war is going to amount to anything. Even though England's got some decent troops, they just don't really seem like they're doing much with it. Yeah, they don't really seem like they're doing much. They're going and taking Cardiff. Oh, man, dude, these rock bands are living. They are living. Istanbul is flipping over to Canada, actually. Okay. And Canada is bringing their troops to go take it. All right, so let's see here. 73 turns. They still, Canada got enough culture here that they might be okay. They might be safe. Yeah, they might be safe. No one else has shot the second rocket off. Score right now, Mali's still dominating in first place. So, okay, I'm feeling a little bit more confident here. Let's do like 8 turns then. Yeah, I don't think Sweden's going to be as close to winning as it looked like. They're down to rock band. Like, they're down to rock bands right now, too. They only have, what, like 2 that we can see? Maybe even 1 at this point. 2. Yeah, that's not really going to be enough. No. No. Okay. So, really the only interesting place right now for us is kind of this war right here. I don't think, as I said, I don't think England's going to be able to take anything. They would be able to take Cardiff if they actually put their full force over there. Like, if they use the battleship, they might be able to take this. They do have another battleship there, but I don't know why you're bringing the battleship within range of the city. That just seems like a bad idea, but whatever. And then they're still using swordsmen, which I just find hilarious. Did Mali end up going aggressive again? Nope, not yet. I think it's a matter of time before Mali goes to war against Hungary. It looks like that's the plan. So I think Mali's maybe going for a domination victory. Maybe. England might be doing the same thing. With 1,800 troops, that might be what they're trying to do. Istanbul did flip over to Canada now. So Canada has positioned themselves quite well. Poor Ottomans are down to 3 towns, all in tundra. So not really going to be very helpful. This is not a terrible town. Istanbul is not a terrible town for England. Because it's got some of the tundra, but then it's volcanic tundra, so good, 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 good. I don't know if volcanic tundra still gets the bonus on tundra. Canada, oh Canada, blah, 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 blah. So, engineering in snow, tundra hills, they provide, mines provide +1. Does that count also on volcanic tiles? It doesn't say volcanic tundra, so it might not. Yeah, it might not. So only a couple rock bands left. They're still living, though, so I will give it to them that they've not been terrible yet. Dido's going for the knockout punch here on Ottomans, while covertly fighting England on the other side. England is struggling to take over Cardiff, which is funny because England's so freaking good right now at city-state flipping, just like passively, and somehow Cardiff is just not flipping. I don't know how this is full loyalty. You would think Bristol and Liverpool and Hattusa, like, this should be enough to flip Cardiff. Should. It is a decent-sized town, but still, man. And city-states are hard to flip, but, like, Cahokia's flipping. So, I don't know. I'm not quite sure. Maybe just don't have the Great Works near it. Maybe they keep moving the Great Works away or something. I don't know. Sweden's rock bands are still rolling. I wonder how close we are to the end of the 8 turns. I wish this would tick down so you could see how many turns are left. So you could be like, oh, all right, we only got like 1 turn left, so we're good. Or, oh, we've only done 1 turn, so maybe I should just manually stop it. Yeah, dude, they're getting ready for a war, I think. I think so. I mean, they got bombers over here now. They would definitely be able to dominate. I say that. I mean, 95 garrison defense strength is pretty strong, but that's a bomber, and the bomber is pretty dang good because it's like 110 or something. 110, yeah. So the bomber would be able to do significant damage, and I don't think they have any anti-air. No, they're too far behind in tech. Okay, so let's pop over here. Nah, Sweden. Dang it. They had it. They really had a really good chance there. Unfortunately, this couldn't pull it out. Canada still only has the 3 rockets, and they've not started the next one yet. Canada's also doing good in diplomatic, or sorry, in domination. And actually, they're 16 to 20 diplomatic. Next era is 10. Okay. Yeah, Canada's in a golden era. Canada's in a golden era. Christina lost 3 diplomatic victory points. Is Statue of Liberty built? Because that's an instant win if Canada knocks it out right now. It got built. Dang. So, I don't think the victory points transfer, right? So, if Canada went and conquered Kalmar, they don't instantly win, right? I actually don't know how that works. What was Christina at? So, she was at 17. Whoa. Okay. So, theoretically, Canada could win on the next World Congress if they vote to gain 2 diplomatic victory points and they successfully pick the other 2. Also, they're probably close to the +1 in the diplomatic tree and the +1 in the scientific tree. That's not diplomatic civic, but you know what I'm talking about. Let's pop over to Canada real quick. I want to see how close they are. Wilford. 1 turn. Because I think they're actually pretty close here. We don't have to worry about that. Luckily, he just has such terrible tech rates right now. We don't ever have to worry about switching his stuff. Okay, Canada, I want to see where you're at. He kind of lost most of his spaceports, though, to, like, flooding. And, I mean, Montreal has been better. Yeah, Montreal's been better. Although Ottawa now has the Panama Canal, which, congratulations. I suppose you could build canals if the tiles just start flooding. All right, we're going to have to choose a research for you. They did finish cybernetics. I'm going to do combined arms. Because this one doesn't help. Maybe they're trying to do that, but they skip death robots. Yeah, I kind of think they should go that way. I don't know. Maybe that's not what they're doing. What was this looking like? So they hadn't seen the diplomatic victory point yet. They got it. Okay, so they already picked it up then. So their 17 is including that. No, they were at 16. They did just pick it up. So theoretically, as long as they don't lose 3 points, they might actually get the diplomatic victory here. Well, if they vote the right thing here, then they would win, yes. Or if they can pick up that science one. All right, so what is that? That's 6 turns. We picked up... We gotta pick a civic for them, too. I don't know. I don't know. You think they'd switch it? Is there one that's just 1 turn? Yeah, I'm just going to go do monarchy just because it's 1 turn just to knock it out. And then they can decide whatever they want to do on their turn. So let's pop over to Coupe and let's do 7 turns. So that's going to be after this, and we're going to see what happened with the diplomatic victory. We probably should have checked on the culture, but I don't think... I'm not hearing enough rock bands. I don't think there's any way that Sweden is about to go out. As for the wars that are happening, not really much is happening when it comes to them. Still have not seen a war with Mali yet. There goes the band. Yeah, it's just a matter of time, I think. I think it literally is just a matter of time. So I think Canada might have switched to a diplomatic victory. And they might have decided to go to a diplomatic victory, which is partly why maybe they're not getting the rocket. I mean, they are, but they aren't. Their tech's a little slow right now. Yeah, their tech's a little slow. And maybe that's what happened. Maybe they decided to, I don't even know. They might have tried going culture now. Because they might have the wrong policies. We probably should have checked on their policies. Could force them over to a science and help them win, but that doesn't seem quite fair, you know. Let's see what happens with the World Congress. Because they might just straight win here. Yeah, this battleship has gotten completely rocked. And all they had to do was just keep the battleship out of range, and they would be perfectly fine. Or hey, maybe use your battleship on Cardiff like you're supposed to. That was a good one. That was a good one. I don't know where that one is at. That one didn't sound super close. It was probably this one. I don't know. That one's been sitting there for a while, though. It is level 3, though. Yeah, it is level 3. Still no... Nope. We got a war. Nope, we don't. We don't. It's close, though. I'm surprised Geneva's still alive. Yeah, I wonder who's the Suzerain of Geneva. Probably Mali. Yeah, probably Mali, and that's partly why he's making so much science. And his science, his tech's going way up. Frick. All right, we're going to have to reload. I apparently accidentally clicked the banner. Well, dang it. Okay, I'm going to put a quick pause in and I'll reload the last turn, so I'll be right back. Okay, let's try this again. All right, so actually perfect timing on this, too. So we ended up getting the World Congress. Did Canada win the game? Someone won the game. Someone won the game. Wasn't that. I guess Canada won diplomatic victory. Yeah, I think Canada won the diplomatic victory. That's the only thing that would have happened. We can actually double check here. So, chosen player loses 3 diplomatic points. So, wait a second. Election B. What did Canada pick? He did A. So, he lost 3 diplomatic points. Would have put him at 14. But then B got voted, so he went to 15. And then he got 16. Did Mali win? No. Confused. So, it looks like he was at 20 of 20. Yeah, it looks like he was at 20 of 20 and then lost 3 points. So what it looks like happened, and I don't know if this is actually the case, but he got 20 points through this stuff, won the game, and then lost 3 diplomatic victory points. I mean, someone won, because when this gets disabled, that means someone won the game. And no one else is close. Like, victory not compatible. Someone won the game. And it had to be a diplomatic victory because no one's close on anything else. Yeah, it had to have been. Although Christina's actually looking strong on the religious game. So what turn was that? That would have been like 2 turns ago. So I suppose we could just pop back to like 301. And we could actually just take the loss here and see what happens. So we're going to reload it. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a 1 turn as Coupe over and over again. Or apparently 1 turn as Dido. And then we should get the losing screen. Now, this is going to screw up our Hall of Fame, which I don't want to do. But I got to double check on it. Because it's a little weird that Canada has 17 to 20 and somehow won the game. So, touche, man. Canada, twice in a row, actually way up on top. Pretty freaking good. The other thing is Sweden, man. This is twice in a row now for Sweden. That Sweden's actually all the way up on top as well. Which is also really, really interesting to note. And then Mali kind of did okay in the first one, but they definitely pulled it out in the second one. Hungary and Ottomans have been weaker in both times, but okay. So this is meeting in 3 turns. World Fair would not have given a diplomatic. No, that gave a diplomatic victory point as well. Okay. Okay, so that might be what's happening here. We're apparently playing Dido. We're apparently playing Dido. So, diplomatic victory. Canada's at 18 right now. This is going to be 19. No, maybe it's still counting. It's still 18. Apparently, we're going for Cardiff as well. Is this still advancing? Like, what's happening here? Okay, well, we lost. There we go. That's what we wanted anyways. So what ended up happening, man? Canada won a diplomatic victory. So apparently, exactly what we said was happening. Huh. So Canada won the victory and then lost diplomatic victory points. Got to 20 and then this applies. I think that's a mistake. I think that's a bug. I don't think that should work that way. This should all apply at the same time. It shouldn't apply. But there might not be any way to actually make it apply that way. Meaning, like, why are you not stopping, by the way, game? Stop the autoplay. Like, what? It probably isn't feasibly possible. So then maybe this one should happen first. Maybe this should pop up on top so that this one happens first so that you can't win. I don't know. Maybe it makes diplomatic victory too hard. But all right, well, there you go. This episode's going to be a little shorter, so apologies for that. But yeah, Canada ended up winning our second time. Who won the first one? Not Coupe. Sweden won the first one. That's right, with the Signs victory. So probably 2 really surprising victories there. So we'll be back. I don't know. The other option I was thinking about is I was thinking about doing a European one, which I think is going to be a lot of fun with, and we might end up doing that, but there might be a couple day break because I'm not going to have enough time to record anymore before I go on vacation. So this might be when I come back, but I'm thinking of using Civs Europe, which is really, really cool. It has a lot less, I talked about this in our Germany campaign, but basically it has a lot less of space for Russia and instead has a lot more African provinces. So we're probably going to end up trying one with that and then enter basically all of the European civs plus then, I don't say all the Africa civs, but at least the African civs that would work. And I think this would be an actually interesting, pretty interesting map to look at. So I think that might be what's next, but that'll probably be in a couple days or maybe tomorrow, depending on how I schedule these out. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, drop a like, comment, let me know what you think. As always, hit the subscribe button, join the game, comment, show your support. I'll see you guys later. Bye, everyone.